Maybe she just has to make a good face for the team to not lower morale too much.
When he learns of the Empire's struggle, Dmitri decides the time is right to strike. He moves swiftly to drive the Empire out, toppling one unfaithful Western lord after another. Finally, he descends on Aryan,
there he goes.
Seat of Count Rowe.
I knew he was going to get bored pretty soon.
Thus does Edelgard's army begin another grueling march to rescue a different count.
I wonder if we're gonna fight him more often.
We've been here before. But we were in such a rush to rescue Leonardo that we never got more than a glimpse of Aryan Road. Can't really appreciate the scale that quick. And now we're back to bail it out.
If only Claude hadn't hatched his futile scheme. We could have avoided all these needless battles and saved countless lives.
Yet, in a more positive light, he handed us the perfect opportunity to show that not even the Alliance and Kingdom together can match the Empire's strength.
Hubert's quite the optimist, isn't he?
Once we crush the army of Fargus, our superiority will be clear for all to see.
And will that actually result in fewer casualties going forward? Because that is what would put Her Majesty's heart at ease.
I will make no guarantees for matters beyond our control. So long as fanatics are willing to die for the Central Church, casualties are inevitable.
We broke the Alliance's siege, and we can break the Kingdom's too.
We're lucky it's a stronghold like Aryan Road that's under siege. It shouldn't be half the nail-biter we had to deal with last time.
Yes, but last time Count Burgleys was in command. For all we know, Count Rowe will break like a twig and surrender the moment he hears the first soldier crest the hill.
As I see it, we have two options. We can take a direct path for Aryan Road, or we can wait until we scatter the Kingdom troops that are fanned out in the north. It is a most vexing decision.
As a professional at staying holed up, I think we should secure the perimeter first and get rid of as much danger as we possibly can.
Time is important. We should be striking fast and hard.
Against the Kingdom was
War
it?
doesn't
Oops.
wait. We should free the city while we still
I didn't
have
mean
the
to do that.
chance.
Oh well.
Let's keep both options open and see how the situation unfolds.
It probably doesn't
General
matter.
Randall.
It's just for
Yes, Your Majesty.
points.
I commend you for holding Aryan Road with what few soldiers you had.
Thank you, Your Majesty. But I am unworthy of such praise when I failed to prevent the siege. Coordination with Count Rowe proved difficult. It was all I could do merely to keep the enemy in check.
That alone is commendable. The more foolish man would have rushed to glory, and gotten himself and his underlings killed in the process.
I have a key role for you in the coming rescue, General. I know you were up to the task.
Of course, Your Majesty.
My brother and I will give our all.
Very good. But do not let your eagerness for victory come at the cost of lives. We have many more battles ahead and must conduct ourselves
And many more
accordingly.
cutscenes.
Hey there, Edelgard.
I wasn't
Leaping through documents,
joking.
are we? This is new.
Yeah, completely out of character, I know.
Out
But
of
one of these
character.
reports has been stuck in my mind. Back when Count Rowe declared fealty to the Empire, other lords committed to doing the same, right? But the moment we left and the Kingdom army marched south, they fell right back in line. It's like they never betrayed Fargus in the first place.
Good memory. That's exactly what happened. Houses Elidor and Duval both made overtures to join the Empire.
So why is the kingdom welcoming them back without so much as a wrist slap? Is this another House Gloucester thing where the politics demand it? Seems like their importance as noble families outstrips the fact they're all two-faced liars.
Politics are doubtless involved, but the heads of houses can change, as they did with Gloucester. We're not bound to place importance on any one individual, only the bloodline.
So the kingdom's aristocracy gets the same free pass as the alliances?
Yes, and the Empire's as well, even though I do my best to treat everyone equally. I cannot afford to slight a minister's house, for example. They broke fealty to the former Prime Minister when they swore it to me. Would you call that treachery? What makes it different from the actions of Count Gloucester?
I don't know. You tell me.
It depends on what motivated the change of heart. Was it for land? For status? To exact revenge or seize glory? Because I view a betrayal for any of those reasons to be utterly worthless.
Yeah, money and vengeance are pretty shallow motives. Well, that's why I'm here.
I'm not talking about mercenaries. I'm talking about lords. Each of their decisions has the ability to upend the lives of thousands, if not more. Only a person with the character to realize that is truly fit to lead.
I've worked for plenty of nobles in my time. Until now, I couldn't have cared less what it means to actually be one. But then you gave me responsibility over all of these soldiers, and it... Well, I guess I'm starting to see the world in a different way. And the people who live in it, too.
I see.
I admit, your grand designs sail clear over my head sometimes. Most of the time, actually. But that's why I stand by you. I feel like one of these days, something important's gonna rub off on me.
And I feel the same. You've opened my eyes to all manner of things I might never have seen otherwise. You are a commoner without the fetters of a family name, wielding your sword directly for me. That's more valuable than you may realize.
Yes, I see. Because he doesn't owe any particular alliances to anybody else. So there's no, like, oh, I gotta do this for my family, I can't do this for you. But at the same time, being a sellswords, he could technically also work for anybody else. That's why they're never really trusted, from what I can tell. Ooh, support convos. And I pressed the right button this time. Oh, looks like Petra wasn't in that battle at all, so that came just from agreeing with her that one time.
Excuse me. May I ask for your ear?
Oh, okay.
Sure thing. What's on your mind?
I have the desire to be learning more about mercenaries. It is a subject of much fascination to me.
Sure, I guess. But I think you've heard most of the exciting bits by now.
Nonsense. Each word you speak is full of excitement. Please give me more illumination. For example, are you receiving payment for your work here?
Sure. Me and Edelgard have a contract. Lucrative one, too, as these things go. Guess the boss thinks pretty highly of me.
You said money was of importance for people who sell their swords. But what if an enemy offered a bigger payment? Would you be taking it?
You need more than that to get a true merc to switch sides. Still, if an enemy can outbid your current employer, it means they've got a good shot at winning. And nobody who enjoys breathing wants to wind up on the losing side.
So in Fodlan, one must try to be allies with the side that has more richness?
See, that's the thing. Trust is its own currency, too. I mean, let's say someone shows up with a pile of gold and asks you to switch sides. Tempting, right? But you gotta be careful. You could take them up on their offer, only to learn that the money was just bait, and the guy actually wants you dead. And to make things worse, the honest employer you just stabbed in the back now knows you're as reliable as a three-legged horse. Point is, integrity means more to a mercenary than money. Probably should have led with that, actually.
I have understanding. Trust is
have
of importance to
understanding.
everyone, but that has even more truth for a seller of swords.
You got it. Oh, and trust me, folks who hire for the best jobs make sure to know everything about you before extending the offer. But there's a flip side to that coin. If you're the type of employer who likes to leave mercs in the lurch, you better believe that word'll get around. Hard enough to stay alive without that nonsense.
That is a thing we all share in common. We wish to keep breathing, as you said. And what if I was offering a job? We are on the same side. Would that be betrayal?
I suppose it would
Bridget is a
depend
land
on the
of
job.
richness. We can offer much in exchange for the selling of your sword.
Sounds tempting, but I can't. I've got to see my current contract through first. Also, didn't we just get done discussing how terrible it is to abandon a job before it's done?
I knew you would be declining. You are the model of a mercenary.
Huh. Interesting. Well, maybe we should have agreed with Bernadetta because she's so far behind. If we want to get all... Well, we're not going to get all of these, but all of the original Empire people. Ooh, Ferdinand's pretty close. Bernadetta, Bernadetta. Oh, happy.
I'm tired. Time to find a good spot for a nap. Bernadetta? Why are you skulking in the weeds?
No reason! Not getting in the way of two people's love at all! No, sir!
What?
Huh? But I'm alone here. I see. That.
Oh.
Yeah, that! I was out walking when I saw them! A man and a woman together in the woods, getting, heated.
Well, neither of them seems to be dead yet.
They're on a secret date, you dummy! Not fighting!
Regardless, how does two lovers stealing a moment alone lead to you curled up here in the fetal position?
Because I'm hiding! I mean, if I messed up their date, they might try to get revenge on me!
Relax. To them, you're no different than a pebble on the side of the road.
Hey, I'm not a pebble! I mean, sure, sometimes I wish I was just a rock, but...
Then just roll away quietly and you'll be fine.
Just roll away quietly. Hey, yeah! Wait, no! They'd see me! Stop trying to get me killed!
We've made enough racket over here to raise the dead, and they haven't even noticed. I think it's safe to say they're off in their own little world. Still, good for them, sharing words of love when either one could die tomorrow.
Oh, grim.
Wait, they could die tomorrow?
Of course, they're
Both
soldiers.
soldiers who serve on the front lines. I doubt a rosy future awaits them.
You're underestimating the
that's not
power of
true.
love.
couple swearing their love and defying destiny are a staple of classic
But the
fiction.
problem, Bernadetta, is this isn't fiction.
Sure, but the fact it wouldn't happen in reality is what makes it such a good story, right?
Wait, but there are
A
tons
good
of stories
argument.
where two people who have sworn their love don't ever meet again.
Oh, also a good
Likely
argument.
because that's something people are familiar with from their own lives.
Now hold on, you can't have it both ways.
Okay, so which is it?
Exactly.
I believe those two can be happy together, so they can, right?
Of course,
I
it's
hope
possible.
that's the case, but reality is cruel. Anyway, I've talked myself.
He technically is having it both ways.
Huh? Come on, don't sleep there!
Don't sleep there. Does he just carry a mattress around with him? Not a
Guess I
mattress,
better
but some
try
kind of
that
mat.
turn into a pebble and roll away quietly plan.
Oh, Petra again. Wait, what? Why did she get... Okay, whatever.
And that's the situation.
Oh,
Now put
hey,
your head down
Count
and see it done.
Berkeley's.
Leave it to me. I can do this blindfolded.
And don't neglect your night training. You'll be a wreck in the morning if you don't put the hours in.
What?
What kind of lazy jerk do you take me for? Of course I'd never skip my training.
Very good. Well, I must be going.
Very good.
It seems you have a visitor anyway, so farewell.
Wait, a visitor? Oh, hey, Petra. Sorry, were you waiting
A
for me?
sneaking
What can
visitor.
I do for you?
Oh. Why is she so intense?
Everything all right? You don't look
Wait
so
a second. Is this like...
I am well. You have
Oh,
my thanks
wait.
for your concern.
good. You sure? I can walk you to the
Count
infirmary.
Berkeley's.
I think Professor Manuela is in, actually.
No, I am well. Do not be troubling yourself.
If you say so.
I do. Caspar, I was not realizing that your father was visiting.
Yeah, he dropped by to talk to Edelgard and some of the others. Guy's so busy he hardly stays in any one place for more than a few
Poor
hours.
Casper. He's so oblivious to it.
I must be remembering that.
Oh, you have some business with him?
No, not yet.
Yet. Oh, that's foreboding.
Hey, sorry, but did you need me for something?
Or maybe it isn't. It's probably like, I forgive you, or something like that.
Oh, Edelgard is needing you. I was coming to tell you. She appeared quite upset. Her composure was almost lost.
Wonder what that's about.
Wait, she's mad at me? Oh no, I totally forgot she wanted to see me! Thanks, Petra, you're a lifesaver!
One day, I will be having revenge. Leopold von Bergles, you will be ruining the day you stole my father's life.
I like that look on her face. But anyway, yeah, they never met in the original game, so she'd just talk with Caspar about it, and they'd just say, well, there's nothing we can do about it, and it's in the past, and we shouldn't let that spoil our friendship and stuff. But here, she's actually meeting him, so, like, and how's that going to play out with Caspar? Like, what if she did try to go for revenge? Like, is he going to say, like, then Caspar would try to kill her, surely? Maybe, so I'm guessing that's the direction this is going in. She'll realize that it's just going to be a little more personal, a little closer to the a closer call. I mean, what I was saying earlier, since she never met him in the game, then it seemed more like a distant idea, but now it's like, it's not just awkward, it's... She has a chance for revenge. Anyway, let's talk to all these people, then I think we'll quit it for today. I've looked up the knights in the kingdom since I was a small girl, looked up to. But now that the time has come to cross spears with them, I find myself increasingly nervous.
I see.
I pray I fight in the way that does no shame to my opponents. What does that mean?
Listen.
Do you know what the Kingdom and Alliance possess, what the Empire does not? Perhaps my question is overly broad, so let me just get to the point. I refer to the heroes' relics.
Yeah, I don't know.
Relics are those fancy weapons used by folks with crests, right?
Truth be told,
They are handed down among nobles of the Kingdom and Alliance who descend from the great heroes known as the 10 Elites. In any event, relics are such powerful weapons that it is said a single one of them equals the might of 1,000 ordinary soldiers. Such is what it means to face off against the Kingdom and the several relics in their possession. Fascinating, so that'll be quite a challenge. This conversation will be interesting. What's the matter? Having second thoughts? Don't worry about it. You're human after all. A little wavering is only natural. Trust in me. I will guide you to the right answer. Okay. It's interesting. Lorenz. I find myself relieved that the battle with the Alliance has come to an end. Though I swear fealty to the Empire, it is no pleasant affair to be thrown into war against former comrades. I would rest far more easy if the Alliance and Empire were to be united. Hey, you never know, right?
Oh.
Hey, you never know, right? Yes, I am certain that if their interests were to align, they would not hesitate to come together. Yeah, invisible wall.
That's not good.
We ended up facing against Gerald's mercenaries again in Regan. It's almost like there's some fateful connection between us and them. I actually fought them a while ago and lost. Badly. Which means they've always been strong. That makes it all the more curious. 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 I'm not sure how curious relates exactly, but anyway.
Wait up.
Seems like we've got more mercs on our side lately. Can we really trust them? Says the mercenary. Yeah, I mean, it's not the mercenaries she's suspicious of, it's people among them that could be problematic. Wouldn't be surprising if they had a couple of spies mixed in among them. Better keep the important information close to the vest. I thought it was chest. Anyway, no need to tell the mercs everything, after all. Those people would turn in their own grandmother for a couple of coins if it came down to it. Did they mistakenly label her a mercenary? She sounds way more suspicious of mercs as a class, and she's kind of... The language is kind of othering, rather than saying, oh, we mercs can be kind of suspicious, some of us anyway. Ah, the chapel. I guess this is where Marianne would be, isn't it? Oh, goddess. Excuse me, do you need something?
What do you think?
The Empire is working to annihilate the Central Church, yet faith is clearly important to you. Are you really okay with all of this? I feel a bit conflicted because I accept the doctrine of the Central Church simply as a matter of course. But so long as I still pray, that is enough. I see.
I suppose.
I don't care about Fargus personally, but I do have a family there. I heard they are fighting for the kingdom. On the battlefield, they are our enemy.
Got a sec?
Never would have thought I'd hear about family from you. You talking siblings or what? My mother and sister, they are all I have. The lives of enemies and allies mean nothing to me. But I could not bear to lose her. The sister, right? Hey, speaking of which, we haven't come across Leon. Well, I guess we did come across Leonie earlier. Did we kill her? Or I thought she ran away. I'm surprised she's not with Gerald's. Maybe, I mean, I guess she was... No, she doesn't have it. She's not a lord or anything. Or a lady, rather. So she doesn't have those kind of connections. So I'm real surprised she wasn't hired on with Gerald's. Since, you know, she was his student. And I would think in these times she would... well, anyway.
Nice!
Ignatz, we're fighting on the same side. I'm more excited about this than a ham feast.
Excellent.
I'm excited too, Raphael. But hey, how are Maya and your grandfather doing?
Great as usual. That's why I'm fighting, so they can keep on living a good and happy life.
In that case, let's fight as hard as we can, so we never have to be on opposite sides again. That's nice.
Well, well. Hello, you. Come back soon, all right?
How much cash do we have?
Well, well. Come back soon, all right? Hi. Here a girl out, will
Baron
you?
Martin. I am Baron Martin, and my territory is located southeast of here. Not that I expect you to know of that, of course. I fear we're something of a minor house. Nonetheless, I will help you capture Erenod. I thought Baron was a male title, and it would be like Baroness or something. Oh man, that guy looks tired. Been traveling for days. Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report.
As it happens...
The gates of Erenod seem every bit as gigantic and sturdy as those in the capitals. Oh, how I would love to stand watch there. Not that I'm not proud of the tiny gate we have here. Wait, did I just call it tiny? Forget I said anything. Oh, it's okay. I mean, this isn't a big, fancy setup or anything. There's no point in denying it. Neither of them even seemed human. Neither.
Okay, so...
Never in my life have I thought I'd run into somebody who could take out Holst. I don't know about that Bergleeds guy. He and Holst are so blasted strong they don't even seem human. But Bergleeds has a crest, whereas Holst doesn't. So if it comes out of a draw, that's basically a win for Holst, yeah? Either way, I'm sure I don't want to tussle with either of them.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
I guess we'll talk about that later.
We must speak.
I grow stronger through battle. Combat experience really is being the greatest of teachers. Hunting beasts and hunting people are different things after all. They certainly are different. Let's hope my skills stay as sharp as yours. I am not doubting at all that you can. I think you do need to see support. Despite the differences in hair color, Her Majesty looks very much like her mother, Enselma. What, me? Oh, I'm just the head of a nearby village who's come to greet the Emperor. Her Majesty's mother, Anselma, was born right here in the former Arundel territory. She would often come to visit our village. Although it was a great many years ago, I still remember her as a most wonderful person. Huh. That's some world building. I'm so glad Her Majesty praised Randolph's efforts, and it seems like he received a reward too. My brother works incredibly hard for our sakes, and I want to be as help as however I can. I thought she was going to say as helpful as possible. Anyway, hold on, Randolph. I'll help you. I swear it. That guy's really humanized in this run. Whereas in the other ones, he just seems like a complete unapologetic jerk. I'm surprised Hubert's here, not in the war room. Much hinges on the looming battle. It appears the King of Fargus himself has come to recapture Erenrod. The outcome of this battle will likely contribute heavily to the balance of power between Adrestia and Fargus. I look forward to a great success on your part, but I also trust you to look after Her Majesty. This is the kingdom we face, and there will be no end of rogues who seek to claim her life. Okay.
A moment of your time.
Erenod, known as the Silver Maiden, originally belonged to the Empire. Sadly, the Count Rao of the time betrayed the Empire and drove a wedge into their defenses. But now it belongs to the Empire once more, and we will never again let it fall into enemy hands. Sounds like it depends wholly on the Lord, but whatever. I felt my recent performance to be lacking. Nonetheless, Her Majesty honored me with praise, and now my heart is full. Perhaps if I continue to accrue meritorious meritorious deeds to my name, I will be permitted to establish a house. For my family, I will do whatever it takes. Seems like Edelgard's going in the opposite direction. We have more troops than ever now. It just goes to show how important this battle is. But on the other side of that coin, it will doubtless lead to ever greater losses.
You sure?
Then it's a good thing we've got folks like you to keep those numbers low. Still, we have no choice but to be realistic and face the day as best we can. I find your calm reassuring. Couldn't have told from the lack of supports.
Did you need something?
I don't much think about the Lord himself, but those Gaspard folks are an impressive lot. Most loved Lord Leonardo like a father, and even willing to lay down their lives for him. Maybe he is more praiseworthy than I realized.
How can I serve?
This was once Arundel territory, but the Regent's rebellion saw the house ended. After that, it came under the control of House Hresvelg, and the minister of the imperial household began coming and going often. Talk arose that it would be granted to House Vestra, but for now it remains under Hresvelg influence.
Thing is,
for a long time, all I cared about was being just like my father in every way, and then surpassing him. But now I know that's not enough. I mean, there have to be people even stronger than him, right?
You sure?
Yeah, that seems unlikely. And even if there are, I bet you can count them. I bet you can count them on one hand. Maybe you're right. Still, if Holst decided to fight my father, I wonder who would win. Holst. I guess this Holst fellow is pretty strong. Oh yeah, it's the dude's. Wait, well, the fighter guy. He was talking about him earlier. Leonardo and his forces lead the vanguard to Arenod. He'll be quite familiar with Arenod, seeing as it is House Rose's residence. Leonardo is very important to me, as everyone else in the Kingdom Army. And I don't want to be one to whine. I really don't, but I also don't want to fight them. Oh well. You'll just have to get used to it. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Remember me?
There.
Hey there, remember me? I guess you don't. I was in the same year as you, in the Golden Deer House. A few houses of the Alliance are following the Empire now, including the one that I worked for. Huh.
Amazing!
Arenod, huh? Sure wish I had an invincible... invincible? Yeah. I had an invincible fortress I could lock myself away in forever. Still, I know that there's no such thing as something being truly invincible. I mean, even Count Berkeley's loses on occasions, right? Which means it's only a matter of time for Arenod. Arenod, whatever.
As it happens...
I thought Count Rowe might turn back to the kingdom more readily, but instead he mounts a stout defense from the castle. Perhaps he possesses some backbone after all. Oh, I agree, especially when you consider the situation with Count Gloucester. I believe that man had his own reasons, but I understand what you're trying to say.
Listen up.
Going back and forth in the mountains reminds me of my hometown. Haven't seen anyone there in a long time, but I think I'd like to head back someday. It's in the middle of some great mountains. No, wait, some great forests? It'll come to me eventually. Why, Cephia...
Let's see.
I capitulated to the Empire, which might actually give my father greater peace of mind. You see, House Ardelia has for some time declared their inclination to swear allegiance to the Empire. But in my father's heart of hearts, I know he wanted to join with the other lords of the Alliance and fight against the Empire. We once faced cruel treatment at the Empire's hands, so I was fighting in his place. You don't seem to like the Empire much, so I fall in with us. Well...
Are you serious?
I'm rather curious about Edelgard, so... no. Please forget that last part. Surprised they didn't say anything about being treated like a little kid or eating candy. Even when tinged with sadness, her face remains as splendid as always. Still, I wish I could do something that might bring her joy.
Oh.
If only I was smarter, or stronger, or both. Well, I'll just be the best I can with what I've got, and I'm hoping you'll do the same.
Good day to you. Excuse me.
Have you ever heard of the rumors? I hear there's someone else in our ranks who wishes to see their house restored.
Huh?
You mean Randolph? Randolph, is it? I see. Tread lightly, Randolph, for I have committed your name to memory.
It's my time to shine.
I shall not be outdone by you, dear fellow. I will see my house restored first.
Do you have a moment?
I confess I'm more than a little relieved that things have finally settled down in Regan. And that's to say nothing of my relief that we didn't lose Count Berkeley's in the bargain. However, it looks like we'll need to keep a careful association with Claude moving forward. Yeah, Claude's a tough nut to crack. Definitely not someone you want to test, strategically speaking. I agree. But rather than repeatedly fighting him to no avail, perhaps our best option is... No, now is not the time yet. What, poison him? Okay. Ugh. Oh man. 3:15. In that case, maybe we could go for another 15 minutes, and then if we split it up into an hour and 10-minute segments. Okay, let's do some swords then. Doc wants attention again. I should probably take him out pretty soon too.
Useful?
They're not too far away from A.
I've got nothing to worry about with the
I can only hope to... You've done...
Coco. Huh.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Uh-huh. I wonder why it always goes up 2 arrows. Like every single time. Let me see something.
We all must do our fair share.
Oh, we already have Lindhart all the way. Well, we probably want either... Oh, Lysethia, huh? Interesting. Let's go Happy then. Doesn't even have any support with Constance.
Care to make yourself useful?
Huh. Oh, wait a second. Well, in that case...
Counting on you both.
I will finish it summarily.
I will see it done speedily.
Ah, they're fast workers.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Manage the pantry. Oh, they're already maxed. You got such cute eyes.
Counting on you both.
I'll do the best I can. I don't know how much help I'll be, but Okay.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Oh yeah, we've got this!
You have naught to worry about with me on the job.
What a happy puppy. He's such a happy puppy. B rank friend.
We all must
1.
do our fair share.
Huh. That was weird. I could have sworn it would only give that sign if you attain a rank. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. I guess that's what happened then.
Time for a break. Let us concentrate our efforts on rousing conversation.
Hey, don't knock that over. Well. Oh, here we go.
Afterwards, I say we reward ourselves with a gripping training session. Crown the evening with a meal well deserving of our ravenous appetites. Is something amiss?
I don't know. It feels like you might be leaning a little too hard on the whole giving your all thing. You didn't used to be like this. I know you want to do your best, but it's starting to feel like I can't even relax when I'm with you.
Perhaps you are right. I have been feeling rather restless lately. I suppose seeing my father locked away in that dungeon made me feel the need to accomplish something. At times like these, devoting myself fully to what few things I can do is all that keeps me going. Otherwise, I would simply succumb to the reality of how powerless I truly am.
Wow.
The pressure is immense.
That's quite a statement.
Sorry, that wasn't really the path I was hoping this would go down. But when you put it like that, I can certainly understand where you're coming from.
Happy puppy.
I wouldn't worry about your father, though. I know you'll find the right solution.
I appreciate your counsel. I feel as though I have gained some valuable new insight into myself. After all, one can hardly notice the changes they undergo as they happen. It seems partnering with you is the right decision. Your advocacy for maximal effort continues to be an inspiration.
Oh, I wasn't really trying to give you advice or anything. And that's definitely not what I'm advocating for.
Hey,
But if
don't.
what I said helped, then I'm glad I could be
We'll
there
go
for
out
you.
soon.
I just hope you can start cutting yourself a little slack.
Shush.
Your future's
I understand.
bright,
We'll go soon, okay? Okay?
A veritable wellspring of advice as always. I am
We'll go
deeply
after this cutscene.
As long as you're feeling
I guess I'll
better.
turn the mic
War
off.
councils are grim already, but they'd be practically unbearable with you sulking around the place. And really, it was nothing. Just here to help.
Nothing? If ever there is a time to give it one's all, it is when expressing gratitude. It seems you could learn something from me as well. And just you watch. I swear on the Iron Name, I will surpass my father in the most stunning fashion.
He's never gonna learn, is he?
Okay, the gate's closed, so we can go. Says and Ferdinander. Well, I can't think of anything else to do to kill time. I guess we should do one training thing.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Oh, here we go. I think that works. Is she I think think, she probably is, isn't she? I have a lot more characters I like having around now. That works. Yeah, that... Hold on. There's somebody else. Yes, here we go. Okay, that seems good. Mostly. Maybe we want... What other mages do we have? We have a bunch now. Lysethia. Yeah, they have A rank. Okay, let's do that for now. We want to do this at least 2 times, maybe 3. Oh, hey, that's pretty good.
I think we both enjoyed
I
that.
like that. Huh. It would have been cool if that was a little more than nice, but alright.
A new power is now...
Mine to yield. Oh, she finished
Time
that.
to work you into shape.
Alright. Assassin. Yeah, we'll do that later.
A new challenge that will be overcome.
Yep. Oh, cool. She doesn't have a crest, though. Okay. Train. What is this one? Any other magic units? I guess Happy or Constance. I'm guessing they don't. Well, maybe they do have a support. Well, at the very least, you can go up to C for anybody. Diligent trainee.
We were both in top form.
Yay, that's more like it. That's more like it.
Prowess means nothing without resolve.
Okay, let's do that one more time. And then we'll probably save some more for later.
I think we both enjoyed that.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, I want to see something.
Power will serve me in the times to
Ah,
come.
cool. Okay, let's do it one more time, following the camera on them. And it's fine, because...
Behold the fruits of our labor.
Oh. I wonder if it's more likely to be perfect if the camera follows them. Oh, see, I already
Even a
perfected
mule
that.
will
Oh, it
eventually
happens
reach
just
its
now.
destiny.
Okay, that's fine then. Alright, and we'll save
Time
the
to
rest
work
for
you into
later.
shape.
And it was fine
Can't
to
wait
use
to see
to do
how
it
you
a
do.
lot of them now, I think. Because those are classes we definitely want to bring forth.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facility.
Oh.
Let me know if I may be of further
So it wasn't
service.
wasted like it had been wasted
how'd it go?
before. Miracle of miracle, miracle of beans. That was a
Any
miracle.
result's a good result.
Alright. So we're gonna save and before going, we'll take a look at the war map.
Which battlefield
See what's
are you
up.
headed to?
Oh, there's Anna. Oh, the Saros Snare. Noble among nobles. What's the is it that one? Oh, level 58. What are these enemy levels? 50. So I guess that means we're ripe to do the that first paralog now. What's this one? Nature, noble, strive, greatness, rank, pair, obols, believe, offhand remarks spurs young science to competition. Okay. That's interesting. Having, like, those particular 3 be a paralog. I guess I'll save that since we got a little thing.
You're ready.
But anyway, so we're going to do Splatoon 3 tomorrow. But here it is. So I got to take the dog out and then watch Mauler in like half an hour. So see you then. Bye.